Okay. My name is Christine, and my last name is Roschaert, and I am from Canada, and I am representing Deaf and Deafblind Human Rights Committee, DDBCR.
Can you tell me about the movement for human rights in the deaf and deafblind community, and why the Truth Commission is an important tool?
Well, historically we feel that deaf education has been deteriorating, especially recently, and we're not able to compete with other hearing people on a level playing field, not in the university level and not in the workplace. We're not really totally equal. And you see, yes, we have Galluadet University, but it's still, the president, I. King Jordan, is soon retiring. He announced in the fall, the president of Galluadet University, and they picked, they're on, there's a committee to find a new president, and there's not enough people of color represented on the board, and various candidates, there's really not enough who are even and who are really coming forward. And the Board of Trustees have been ignoring the people that have been coming forward, and 90% of the board and people at Galluadet have disagreed with the person they elected. And it's our community, and it's supposed to be, Galluadet is supposed to be for deaf people, and these are our leaders, and we're supposed to have a say, and our provost of Galluadet University is, he's not doing a good job, and he's very lousy, and he's not doing a good job as the Galluadet Board of Directors, and we need, it's like the level right now of Galluadet, it's like the kind of the level of a community college. I just want to clarify, what do you mean level of community college? What do you mean? You said level of community college? What do you mean? It's like a community college. The university education, it's about an equivalent to a community college at Galluadet University education right now. So I feel like the process is wrong because they're picking the wrong leaders at the school right now. And when I first found out who became president, I was very angry about that. And I was one of the leaders who organized a protest, a 12-day protest that we set up for a long time. And it was the first one in the U.S. history at Galluadet University. And it was in the fall, and we continued up until they got rid of that elected president, and they continued the search process and picked the president that most people wanted. And we demanded to be listened to at Galluadet at that time, and deaf people were requiring the stakeholders of Galluadet University, to listen to us. It was our decision. They can't ignore us and oppress us, so we fought back, and we demonstrated back then to get our rights. Mom.
Go ahead. I want to ask about what it feels like for you to be acting as Truth Commission. Can you tell me the purpose of this Truth Commission for the deaf and deafblind community?
You mean today? Well, today many states are limiting funding for services for the deaf and deafblind and deaf people in general. And therefore, we have a restricted life and limited options. And we can't function in society equal to hearing people. We have limitations, and we're really constantly struggling every day to challenge these limitations. We are fighting for the workplace, for deaf people, with hearing loss, and people don't want to hire deafblind because they can't see and they can't hear, so they look at us like, oh, it's too difficult. They have a disability. It's not worth it to hire them. Why would I want that? And the majority of deafblind people are not employed. They're not working. They're living on welfare. And they don't get enough money. Imagine you don't get enough money, you have to live, you get less money than hearing people on welfare. How can you even live equally in the system when you're giving less? Just because, we can't hear and people are deaf, blind. And this is what's happening to the majority, and we need equality, and we need to give our voice. So we have to listen to what other people have to say, and it's really, since I've been listening, it's deeply impacted me, and it's opened my eyes. I really want to support people. I want to be an advocate for the deaf, blind, so people can live more independently, and have, justice for all and live in equality.